Oh, and it's back in the final days of the NFL for the season, man. But welcome back. We're doing this home stretch. And we had an incredible week for the show, at least on the NFL, man. We had the comeback that we needed. We swept the board 3-0 from Nesto, 3-0 from me. We needed that, much needed that, because there's only really 3 games left, the 2 games that we're going to talk about, and then the Super Bowl, the winner of these 2.
Pro Bowl, bro.
Get the fuck out of here. Pro Bowl. They're
Pro
playing flag football, right?
That shit sucks now. I remember actually it used to be lit back in the day when they used to play in Hawaii.
Yeah, they're doing. Are they just running flag football? Or are they still actually doing it?
Yeah, I think they're doing flag football, like you said, and they just do like them little games now.
Yeah, that's cool, whatever, But yeah, man, just to recap, since we have the time, I ain't too many games to talk about. The recap, Nesto here. Me and Nesto were on the Chiefs to upset here at plus 125. They came out with a close one, but pulled it out. And then, of course, kind of square, but the books took a big hit when everyone catching with the Niners money line, Baltimore money line, and then also Detroit money line too for Nesto. That's at plus 100 around that range. And then the other play he had was the Niners in Baltimore at minus 200 parlayed together. But it was greasy, but it was a win, So a lot of people had that. There's only so many games. My teaser was similar, and I cashed there too. Niners, Baltimore, but the Niners game was close.
Niners didn't cover the spread. If I would have took the spread for sure.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't cover the
Ravens did though, points. Right?
Yeah, Ravens did. Second half though. First half of the Ravens game, 10-10, and then Houston ran out of gas pretty much.
Scraped them.
Yeah, so
came out.
So yeah, and then my other plays, just to confirm it, my last play was Chiefs plus 8.5 teaser with the Detroit to win the game. So those are the 3 I cash as well. So we're up, man. You're coming back. We wanted to finish the season right here. You're minus 4.35 units only. You've been coming back. So we're almost there. And then for me, I'm 31-22 plus 6.85. Slow and steady. Just slow and steady here. But yeah, man, get into it. These as we expected who to be there as far as San Francisco and Baltimore. Both were a little rusty to start the game, but they went in and pulled it out, especially Baltimore, man. Let's talk about the first game here. Let's show the folks some graphics. But these are the 2 games. We got Detroit, or I guess the first game is Kansas City going to Baltimore. That's going to be at noon on Sunday only. No Saturday games. So what do you think here, man? It looks like Baltimore's a favorite, obviously. Minus 3.
So the game's at 12?
Yeah, 12 Pacific. 12 p.m. Pacific.
Damn, so it's going to go bleed into the Niners and Lions game? Because the Niners-Lions game's at 3:30, right? Or 3?
Yeah, 3:30.
Hopefully there's no overtime. But
yeah, but they would hold the game. I feel like they would hold the start of the other game.
Nah, hell yeah. Baltimore, man, they've been playing on fire. They got the coach doing the Uzi gigs and everything like that. So I don't know, bro. Yeah. I'm low-key going for the Red Kingdom for my homeboy and the Swifties, you know what I'm saying? I'm pulling for the Chiefs, but it's gonna be a hard battle right here.
Yeah.
Ravens been looking on fire, but I mean I feel like there is value just picking the money line with the Chiefs. It's plus 153 right now, right?
Kind of like last week. Yeah, it's something like 150, 155.
And
the line opened at Baltimore minus 3. Now it's 3.5. So early money is coming in on Baltimore. So earlier this morning there were some 3s left. There's no 3s left right now. So it's all 3.5s. Yeah, I mean I'm kind of with you right now. I know Baltimore is hot, and I do agree. They should be the favorite, obviously, right? Because they've been dominant. But there's just something about the experience right now with the Chiefs that I think, as far as not on paper, they're not better, but just the intangibles, experience, for them to get more than 3 points at plus 3.5 right now, I don't hate it. And if it goes to 4, I don't hate taking those points because they're gonna at least try to put up a fight. You know what I'm saying? And we've seen Baltimore, as good as they are all around. There are moments in the game where they
go ham all the time, but at the same time they be keeping it kind of close. You know what I mean? We're lesser of opponents sometimes also. So
Yeah, and I do think that the Kansas City defense is stronger than the Texans defense. Texans defense is not bad, but it's not better than the Chiefs, not
Yeah,
in my opinion.
yeah,
So
man.
I think that part's huge.
I think Baltimore is gonna win, but I'm gonna have to, just for the sake and for the value, just to chase the plus money, I'm gonna pick the Chiefs.
Yep. Why not, right? And when you have Andy Reid and Mahomes and Kelsey in a situation they've been in
And
through,
Pacheco.
Pacheco's killing it. As long as their defense comes through, it's going to be competitive at least, right? That's what you could hope for. And here's something for those that are out. The total here, open at 45.5, now down to 44.5. So it looks like there's a little love for the under right now. And so that means they're thinking both defenses are going to be able to stop each other. I would check. I mean, the weather, you could talk about that now, but it's a little early in the week. Obviously, you got to track it when it gets closer. But just on a quick early search on a Monday, we're coming to you early Monday here. You're looking at Sunday
Monday Night Football.
Sunday in Baltimore, man. Winds might be kicking up, bro. I can see maybe that's why they're trying to get ahead of the weather news. That's why some money goes there, because when it's windy, you already know it might go to a pure running type of game, more heavy on the runs.
But both these teams are pretty good in shitty weather. That, you know what I'm saying, that East Coast shit. Because even like Chiefs playing terrible weather.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Like we always talk about, snow, rain, that stuff for these type of teams, it doesn't affect them as much as everyone freaks out about. Like the only thing that matters is the wind. Wind is the only thing that affects the actual, as far as like score, outcome of the score, based on data. So that's the big thing. Anything, I believe it's like anything above like 13 14 miles an hour, like it's estimated to be 17 miles an hour now. Once it starts getting to 15 plus, it starts to play a more bigger deal. And then once it gets to like 20 plus miles of wind, then it could really affect big deals, because now they're going to have to go for fourth downs. They're not going to be able to kick far ass field goals. We saw what happened. It wasn't even windy though. As far as Bass, the kicker for the Bills, missing the game tying field goal. Went all Ray White, but all the flags were not like even like blowing at that time. Like the flags are still.
That was just the moment got to him.
Yeah. So it was a rough.
Because look, you see what he deleted all his shit, everything now.
Yeah, it sucks because the Buffalo fans are gonna be ruthless. They're gonna send death threats and shit. So I feel for bro. It happens though.
It's big now with it's always been a thing with the kickers, bro. It's just like
do or die, make or break. You can be the biggest hero and do a game. What if it was like a game winning field goal and he makes it? You know what I'm saying? Like everyone's gonna be like, oh wow, he's amazing, bro. Yeah, so exactly. Like Justin Tucker's great. Watch him miss some crucial one. Everyone's like, oh, he's washed. He's washed. Watch him. Same situation. I'm just foretelling here, but same situation. It's a fucking Ravens down 3 or even tied or something like that. And then they kick the Tucker, Mr. Automatic, one of the best kickers of all time. He's going to miss some field goal, and they're going to be like, oh, wow, is Justin Tucker washed now? Like, they lose or something. But anyways, yeah. Just be on the lookout for the weather, man. Once the wind comes, and if it even starts raining with wind together, then you can start really circulating some possible unders. I'll wait a little bit, but yeah, it is going under. Once it gets too low, it's hard to go, because both of these teams can get off at any point. You know what I'm saying? Looks like Chiefs offense is actually clicking a little bit. Travis Kelce, 2 touchdowns last week, throwing the heart up. Blowing it for his boo. Taylor up there, and then his brother shirtless the whole time, going crazy. Jason Kelce enjoying retirement early. So, but yeah, man, I'm feeling you on the way. So right now, if I had to pick, I would take the points with the Chiefs. And for those that are listening to this early, man, it's not a bad idea to take good numbers, like football numbers, 3 and 7 and stuff early, because you can always come back if you change your mind or if you get any information that you want to get off of it. As long as you get a good number. If you get bad numbers, it's tough to get off of it. So, right now I take the Chiefs plus 3.5. But we'll see. Ravens are scary, bro. Once you get this deep, it's insane. And I lean on the under as well, obviously. But last week it was over. Chiefs went over here with the Bills. And I hit
hella overs last week, right?
Yeah, the crazy thing is it went over the 46 and they stopped right at 51. Like after that touchdown, they stopped scoring. So but that was a crazy. Speaking about that, do you remember that was a huge thing? KC could have won by way more, But who was it? Valdez Scantley or who? Number 12. He was the one that was going to score, and he was like 1 yard away, and he like stuck his arm out and fumbled the ball, and then it went out of the back of the end zone. So they gave the ball back to the Bills. Touchback. That's a classic Derek Carr type of play. Fumble out for touchback. So yeah, so I mean, Chiefs defense real. So I'm cool with that. Next up here in the your favorite game, I know it's gonna be your game of the week, but I think this is gonna be obviously the odds say is more lopsided. We got San Francisco, aka Santa Clara, going down, and they're gonna be at home -7, going against the hot Detroit Lions, bro. Lions have been lucky at home all the time, and now they're having to travel to the West Coast all the way.
And better weather though. It's gonna be outdoors. Well, they play indoors anyways. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, so they're gonna be playing in quote unquote could be worse weather because if it rains or anything happens in Santa Clara,
weather's gonna be good.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's check in with the weather. The weather forecaster.
I've checked it, brother. But yeah, the live check right now. It's
Sunday's good. Saturday has a chance of rain. Sunday we're cool. No winds. Everything's gonna be smooth sailing.
Real California day. Bay Area day.
Degrees on the peak. So right at that perfect weather time, bro. So no excuse. But yeah, I think here's the thing. People kind of think that Jared Goff doesn't do well at home, right? Okay, he plays better at home inside. But I don't think weather's going to be an issue like we talked about. And if everything goes,
if anything,
like it has been,
it's going to work for at least no rain is perfect for SF. SF sucks in the rain, bro.
Yeah, but they got to be used to it now. They got the bad juju out last week.
Nah, they're really bad though. Like rain games for them is like really bad. Ever since that Chicago Bears game where the Chicago's all sliding in the rain and they mopped the Niners, that's what it was like. Yep, in the rain, the Niners are not good.
Yeah, so this is going to be maybe a more entertaining as far as high octane game probably, because I'm gonna be honest, like I don't think the Lions defense is actually truly that good. As long as you can semi block. You'll be okay,
Yeah, no diss on Baker Mayfield, but they let Baker put up 349 yards and 3 tutties.
Yeah, threw 2 picks though, right? But
yeah, but still 349 yards and 3 touchdowns. That's fucking
let's go.
What is Brock Purdy and CMC gonna be able to do?
Well, arguably, Purdy. I think Baker could sling the ball a little more than Purdy at this point, but he's not better though. Brock's obviously better, more consistent, more safe. But don't sleep on. Hey, Baker's a gunslinger. That's his thing. That's his downfall also. But because he's a gunslinger, he's just a little guy slinging the ball, bro. But yeah, no. Here's the thing, Debo. We got to track him to see if he's playing 50-50 as of right now. But I think it's a crucial piece. As much as the Niners are well-rounded,
no fracture though. So I mean. Yeah. If they could just have him out there like just a decoy, just to grab attention.
Decoy Samuels.
Hell yeah, because he gets some attention, because he can literally do every position for them on offense. I mean, not quarterback, but yeah, fucking tight end, receiver, running back, whatever.
Yeah, I also saw a stat about an interesting stat. It was something like this season when Debo plays, whether he does well or not, it doesn't matter. When he's just in. That the average yards per play for the Niners is like 7 or something really high, and then without him playing, the average play per yard is like reduces by like 2.5 yards per play or something. So it's just like his presence just matters,
He's like the heart and soul of that team, damn near.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we need him out there. That's another thing we got to keep track of, because if you're gonna lay 7 points with the Niners, which obviously they're favorites, obviously they should be favorites, and if they really play all cylinders out, they're gonna be able to win. But I don't like laying the 7 in this type of round of playoffs. If I had gun to head right now, I like to take the 7+ Detroit. I've been trying to fade Detroit and I almost was able to do it, bro. I had the +7 on Baker, and they were in it for a bit. They lost by 8, because he threw that pick too at the end. So
yeah.
But the one thing they do have is their offense is solid. They have positions everywhere, solid guys everywhere. They're kind of set up similar as far as like the threats they have, like kind of the Niners do, right? Like you got threats everywhere, and you got a receiving core that's like everyone could contribute. You know what I'm saying? Not just like one guy.
Nah, yeah, they're for sure. It's like they probably even got better running game than the Niners because they got two. You
Two
could say
headed
two
monster.
number one receivers. I mean running backs.
Yeah, they're using Jameer Gibbs really well too, so mixing it up. But it takes both of those guys to equal CMC, White Jesus. So,
White
uh,
baby Jesus even playing like hurt. I thought Russ was a big factor in that Packers game. First half, it was looking bad. Defense is still looking good. Limited the Packers to a lot of field goals instead of touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? So I just think, yeah, without the Russ, bro, like literally the starters hadn't played live football together in 3 weeks.
yeah, so I
You
think
know what
they're
I'm
going to
saying?
be ready for sure.
You can even almost say like 4 weeks because that game against the Commanders, they pulled everybody and late in the game.
Yeah, under
So like.
over.
So yeah, I think a week off instead, like back to normal. I think they're gonna be firing on all cylinders, and it's gonna be at home. I think. I think the spread might be valid, bro. Like if they can get in that groove, the way they've been like just scraping teams sometimes. You know what I'm saying? If they can like bring that performance out for like, because the Lions is like I feel like they're susceptible to get yoked up like that. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, their defense, their secondary is not good.
Yeah,
So it's
Niners
like,
secondary got exposed a lot too. Like them damn PIs against Ambry Thomas, dumbass, bro. Those were huge. We were giving them fools away. We were giving the game away. The Niners were giving the
yeah.
game away to the Packers. Like, yeah,
You
it was
got to be able
scary.
to pressure Goff. That's where Goff starts making mistakes. Like
Yep.
they
Well,
weren't pressuring the Bucks were not pressuring the Lions like that at all. And Goff had all day to be throwing and just slicing them up. Whereas like they were pressuring Baker Mayfield, and it's up to the front four of the Niners who are very good, but they got to get to and perform. In this game. Here's another injury, big one we saw during the game. The center of the Lions got hurt. That's a main crucial piece. The full snap in the ball and block.
he's the one. He got carted off.
I don't know if he got carted off, but
Somebody
he
got
had a leg
carted off
injury.
though, right?
Yeah, I think that was I would have to Google that, but it wasn't him.
Yeah. No, yeah, and then that's a good point, bro. The Niners kryptonite is a mobile quarterback. Couldn't get a hold of of Jordan Love because he was running. Niners. I don't think Niners had any sacks on that game, so I think that's gonna be a good factor for them too. Like I think golf sometimes like a statue out there, and I think they're gonna be able to get a hold of him.
Yeah, I think it was Merriweather. So no, that was a Buck safety. Never mind. I don't know who was the one that got in the lines. I have to look further, but yeah, man. I think that those injuries and then traveling, all that is going to play a little small role in the Lions being effective. But their offense is their strong point. You know what I'm saying? So everything's going to be heavy on that. All the games that they've won this season, they dropped over 27 points usually. You know what I'm saying? They drop points when they win. So I don't see them being able to drop 30 points on the fucking Niners defense. And if the Niners are Super Bowl contenders like we think they are, they shouldn't be giving up 30 points to anyone. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not a winning formula. So yeah, for me right now, I'm gonna wait. But for those that like the Niners, man, if you're gonna lay it, there are some very rare, but like 6.5s out there. So you might as well get the 6.5 minus if you like that, or you just wait. I'm gonna definitely put them in a teaser. There ain't a lot of pieces left for the season, but I would tease the Niners down from 7 to -1 or something like that. And yeah, so you'll see when we do our best bets real quick. I'll throw it out for you guys. But as far as the total, man, it's at 51 right now. No movement. I mean, it's hard to go under because I don't trust the Lions defense at all. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like 51 is a pretty high number. But for me right now, over is obviously what I'm leaning, but I'm not fucking with this total. I got to think about it. I'd rather just take the +7 or put a Niners in a teaser. I'm probably going to do both. But yeah, man. Yeah, obviously you're going with Niners, I'm assuming. So.
Oh yeah, man. It's
Bang,
different.
bang.
It's different when it's your like official team. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different.
Okay, let me ask you this: as a person wanting the Niners to win the Super Bowl, who would you rather have win, the Ravens or the Chiefs?
Me, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, also, if the Niners can beat the Lions, regardless, it's gonna be rematches for the Niners. They lost to the Ravens in 2012, and then they lost to the Chiefs in 2019.
Yeah,
So I feel like
and it's
either way,
always fucking Mahomes.
it's gonna be a glorious day to get revenge and finally get one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. I mean, if I had to pick, I would say obviously you don't want to go against the Ravens because the mobile quarterback issues,
Yeah,
the most mobile damn near
yeah,
quarterback.
and then the way he was doing the Niners when they played, he was like juking them out there cleats. He's like, and they're like, oh, like Chase Young was like, oh yeah, he's like, they
Yeah,
asked him, he's like, yeah, Lamar different. Lamar, he just different. It's like, yep, that fool's a beast.
yeah, and they're gonna be playing indoors, obviously, for in Las Vegas here at the
Yes,
Raiders Stadium. So it's gonna
yes,
be no worries on that. He's just gonna be perfect. And he could really, and we could play some real defense, but also get really juked. It would
yeah.
suck if it's a rainy day, right? Like outdoors,
That'd be
rainy.
terrible. That's why at least it's
Yeah,
good as in Vegas, and it's
yeah,
gonna be
exactly.
on their real field. You know what I'm saying? They have a real grass field.
Hmm. That's gonna
Shout
be
out to
good,
boy
man.
goes on a tour. You know what I'm saying? Been on that field a couple times. But yeah, dog.
I'm gonna be in the Bay all week,
Oh yeah,
probably for. But then I'm gonna come back into Sunday, coming back to Vegas for the Super Bowl on Sunday. But I'm
oh
not going to
you
be
better
there
be
though.
careful, bro. It's gonna be a lot of traffic.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming people don't drive the same day, would they?
Hey, you never know. Just the day of, they're like, fuck it. Because the
On the
thing is, like
time, yeah.
this, all the ballers, like if the Niners make it, all the ballers, like even from like the Bay Area and like Cali, they're all gonna book. They can afford the tickets because they could just drive there. So that's what I'm saying. You never know; they might just come the day of.
The ball. I mean, if I was a ball, I would not be driving there.
I mean, come in a
Oh,
sprinter,
like
bro. You
that.
have like car service. It could be
Uh,
lit.
you could fly in there, maybe from LA and shit. Yeah, you could probably do a road trip, but
I mean,
I
half
don't
LA
know,
is
bro.
Niner
But
fans, anyways, and Raider
yeah,
fans.
maybe
That's funny.
close
LA
to
fans
Raiders.
are like Niners and Raiders.
I feel like the people that are planning to go to the Super Bowl, yeah, already gonna go, But yeah, you said the people that don't give a fuck, they're gonna buy the resale tickets for extra expensive.
I mean,
Yeah,
shit. That Super Bowl is like a bucket list for me. Like just for me in general. That's
it's
like
crazy.
if you could go to that, it's like damn, this would be sick as fuck to go to the Super Bowl. You
It's
know what I
cool. I
mean?
just can't justify like
Yeah, it's like
the
I
ticket
mean,
price, but I've been to the
10
stadium
bands. Like
already,
nah, because
and
like
I've gone so many times to the stadium at this point where it's like it is dope as fuck for sure, no
yeah,
doubt.
but that's what
But
that Super Bowl is
I'm
like different kind of thing. You'd have to like win tickets or like really if you're just really like just all in.
trying
You'd
to
like say,
Airbnb my shit out
hey, you should. It's everything's gonna be like
on the low, yeah.
amplified times like what I'm saying 1,000 out there for that weekend.
Yeah, so if you want to rent out the Davy Jones sports book or the Davy Dollar Sign sports book, the what's the other room? Oh yeah, we got the one part of the Gen G Studios. You wanna rent some of that out? Yeah, hit me up. Yeah, but yeah, let's give them just. We're probably gonna just have to give like 2 plays or something. Not it's only 2 games,
Yeah, I
so
mean,
with
yeah,
two
real shit.
plays,
I probably just do
we need the
money.
belt. I
No, not
mean,
even money line. Just the spread for the Niners, the -7,
mhm.
and then Chiefs also straight up, and then I would say the over on the Chiefs game. Fuck it.
Chiefs is like one plus 165, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then Niners minus 6.5. Shop around, guys.
Yep, and then the over on the Chiefs Ravens. I'm probably gonna parlay the Niners and Chiefs also. So shit.
All right.
Ravens are probably gonna win, but this is just my pick.
So how many picks you want to give them? You got
Oh,
the
you just give them
Chiefs.
the 3, the over, and then
Which one over? The Niners over.
the Chiefs and Ravens.
Chiefs over. What we got? What number we got right now? 44.5.
Yeah.
Let's see if we got any 44s out there. We do have a 44. We're gonna take the 44. It's out there, guys. Over 44. All right, man. And for me, we're gonna continue this wave because we're definitely gonna finish the season strong here. Man, it is tough. I'm gonna start with my teasers because this is gonna be probably the last. This is gonna be the last week I can ever do teasers. I'm gonna do. Usually we don't do this, but we got to get the full 7 points. I got it at -130, but most places are gonna charge you -140. you got to go. You got to go Niners here, right, to win the game pretty much, and you got to go Chiefs from a plus 3.5 to plus 10.5. 7-point teaser, minus 140. I'll charge it, and I like that one. And I guess I'm gonna go for a middle here on that you never seen before. I'm gonna go on a middle on our best bets here. We're taking the 7 right now, but if you wait for a 7.5, even better. But I'm gonna go with the Lions here plus the 7 for the 2 plays. Let's go. Eminem would be proud.
Mom spaghetti.
Yeah, hopefully, man, it's sad because this is gonna be probably, other than the Super Bowl episode, we'll probably do some quick one for the Super Bowl.
We could do like maybe some prop picks on the Super Bowl, maybe some stats, whoever's in there, like over throwing yards, maybe shit like that.
Something to look at, yeah, because we're also going to discuss the Super Bowl on, for those that haven't watched it, our group chat on Wax show, for those that have been in it. Yeah, so we're going to talk about it there. No UFC this week, so no MMA smoke out, unfortunately. But yeah, hope y'all enjoy the last days of football. Bang, bang, Niner game, Chiefs Kingdom.
Wow.
Ravens flop.
Bang, bang.
What do they say for Lions?
Who cares?
Hard up.
They say rawr. No.
Mom spaghetti.
No, I don't know what the Lions be saying. I don't know. Well, fuck them, bro.
D-town.
Niners.
Take the D. Take the D.
8 Mile, baby. But yeah, which game are you looking forward to the most?
Man, obviously, I think for entertainment, like a high octane, the Niners. But the one I'm really looking forward to, like I think is gonna be competitive. It could go really either way. Is the Ravens Chiefs, man. I think it could go either way. It's a battle. Whereas I truly don't think the Lions, could really beat the Niners as long as the Niners don't flop. Like if both teams played, obviously the Niners are going to be able to beat up on. I don't know about beat up completely because I like the plus 7 because I can see the backdoor cover because Goff's going to be able to sling it when he's down. He's slinging it. It doesn't matter, Yeah. So and Niners, if they're up 14, 21 points. They're probably gonna let up a little bit in the second half, or their defense will. Mm-hmm. So I can see that happening. I can see it being a 4-point win or something like that. 3 to 4 points. Hopefully you don't have to depend on Moody to kick a game tying field goal in Bassett.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Hopefully Debo's playing, man.
Yeah, that's cruise one. So check out for weather. Check out for injuries. Debo. Oh yeah, the O-line. That's another thing. I don't think the Lions without their center is gonna be helpful at all for them. So
yeah,
that's another thing. So check all that. Yeah, you guys have time. There's not a lot of games, so you guys should definitely be updated on these fucking 4 teams. So all right, man. Till then, smoke out. Appreciate y'all.
Go Niners, man.
Bang bang.